up, guys? It's LogicLookss, and in today's video we are going to be ranking every single dark matter in the game on a tier list. I'm excited to get into it, man. Let's hop into the video. Let's go. Now, boys, before we get into the ranking, really quickly, over 50% of you guys are still not subscribed to the channel, so go ahead. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoyed the video, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free and can be undone at any time. But like I said, man, in today's video we are going to be ranking every single dark matter in 2K21. Now, to be honest, obviously these rankings are my personal opinion, so some of them might be different from what you guys think. So I need you guys to basically comment down below what you disagree with, what you agree with, what your favorite dark matter in the game is, and what you think the best dark matter in the game is. We're gonna get into the video. We're gonna hop into the tier list, so let me switch over the screen, man. Let's get it. Let's go. So, boys, here we go. This is the tier list right here. You guys can see it. We got pretty much every dark matter down below. Now, to be honest, there's two dark matters that are missing from this tier list, and of course they are the brand new ones, which are obviously the Moments KPJ and the Moments Tatum, which we are going to add at the very end, so stay tuned for that. But we're gonna get into the list. Honestly, bro, we got a lot of cards to rank right here, so let's just hop right into it. We are gonna start with card number 1, and card number 1 is Ben Simmons. Now, to be honest, Ben Simmons, you guys should know about this card. He is absolute cheese. He is a tall point guard. He can somehow shoot the 3-ball. He's got everything you need in a card. I'm gonna just be honest right now, bro. Right away, I'm putting this card at S tier. Now, to be honest, obviously some of you guys might disagree with me on a lot of these choices. Listen, bro, these are my opinions, so at the end of the day, you know, it's how I like to play with the cards. It's like how I've had experience with them. So anything on this list is kind of, you know, my opinion and my experience with these cards. So if you guys disagree, that's totally fine. Just let me know why you disagree in the comment section. But Ben Simmons has to be S tier. I feel like nobody can really disagree with that. This man is like 6'10", and he's shooting threes at the point guard position, so you literally cannot go wrong with him at S tier. The next card we got is actually Blake Griffin. Now, to be honest, Blake actually is pretty decent from what I've seen and what I've used. He actually has a pretty quick jumper. He could obviously dunk. You know, he's a dark matter. I mean, to be honest, his price is pretty good as well for the card you're getting. I would probably have to put him somewhere in between A and B tier. I'm going to leave him at B tier because I feel like he's more B tier than A tier, but he's definitely up there for one of the better opals, or dark matters, I should say, in the game. He's definitely a good card, definitely a lot of fun to use. And if you like Blake Griffin IRL and how he plays IRL with, you know, his dunking, his prime Blake Griffin, I should say, with his dunking and his shooting, honestly, you're going to love this card. So I have to put him at B tier, but he's probably in between B and A for sure. Alright, guys, the next card we got is Carmelo Anthony. Right away, I'm going to be honest, he's going between B and C. I'm going to leave him at C tier. Now, to be honest, this is just personal preference. Some of you guys might love Melo. To be honest, this Melo card just doesn't do it for me. I really don't think he's actually that great. I feel like, you know, we have a lot of cards that are Galaxy Opals that are low-key better than this Carmelo Anthony that's a dark matter. So I'm going to have to put him in between C and B. Although he's fun and I like Melo IRL, I just really can't bring myself to, you know, like that card a lot and rate him any higher than, you know, B, in between B and C. The next card is Bosh, which actually came out with Melo in the same packs. I'm gonna have to do the same business to Bosh. Listen, bro, I love Chris Bosh. I'm obviously a huge Raptors fan, but no bias. I gotta put him in between B or C. I'm gonna leave him at C with Carmelo Anthony, the same person he came out with in packs with. To be honest, Bosh is good. His release is a little bit too quick. It's a little bit inconsistent as well. And to be honest, he's a great card, but again, I'm gonna just have to put him in between that, you know, B and C tier. Alright, boys, one thing I want to say really quickly before we get into the rest of the ratings here, none of these cards are bad. Listen, bro, I'm not saying, even if a card is rated at the D tier, I'm not saying they're bad. They are dark matters at the end of the day, so they are still going to have, you know, decent value. They're still going to be pretty good as well, and most of these ratings are for next gen, so I mean, current gen might be a little bit different for some of these cards. But getting into the next card we got right here, we got my boy DeMar DeRozan, and to be honest, this man right here is literally a clone of dark matter tmac, so we might as well do both of them at the same time. I'm putting both of them right on S tier. You guys might disagree with me on that, bro, but I have to put both of them on S tier. They're both pretty similar. The way they play is literally identical. DeMar and tmac are equal in my opinion, bro. To be honest, obviously tmac might be a little bit better, but he's also like 300k more MT, so I mean, it pretty much evens out. I gotta put them both at S tier. Honestly, you know what, obviously, you know, DeMar's one of my favorite players of all time, but regardless of all that, I think they are the best two shooting guards in the game right now. So I mean, you literally cannot go wrong with picking up any of them, and they gotta be on S tier with that Ben Simmons card. The next card we got is Derrick Rose, and honestly, I'm just gonna drop him right to C tier. He's probably in between C and D. I'm just gonna leave him at C though. We just have too many point guards that can do exactly what he does that aren't even a diamond. Like, you can get a diamond point guard like Tyrese Halliburton, for example. Prime example right here. You get diamond Tyrese, he literally is probably better than that D Rose, and I'm not even exaggerating either. So I mean, he's got to be at that C tier, probably in between C and D as well. Then we got Grant Hill, who I'm actually going to put at A. He's probably in between A and S. It could go either way, but for me, I absolutely love this card, bro. I like his release a ton. For some reason, a lot of people don't like it. I like his release. I like his animations. I like how the card plays, so I got to put him at that A tier. And of course, he could actually play point guard if you guys didn't know. So that card is pretty good in my opinion. Got to put him at that A tier. J.R. Smith, kind of the same thing. I would say he might be in between A and B, but I'm probably going to put him at A just because he is pretty good. He's obviously a level 40 card. 2K usually does a good job on level 40 cards, so I have to put him at A with Grant Hill. Both of them are great point guards. Both of them are great dark matters, and to be honest, they're pretty usable in the game. Alright guys, the next card we got on the list is actually Kareem AbdulJabbar. Now Kareem, to be honest, bro, I don't know where to really put this card. I haven't had much experience with this card, so you guys can correct me. I'm just gonna put him at A tier because I have played against him, and that's pretty much the only view I've had of him personally. So I'm gonna put him at A tier. I heard a lot of people say great things about him. I just need to put him at A tier because, I mean, whenever I play against him, for some reason he just be going crazy. I don't think he's that great. He's probably between B and A in my opinion. I feel like that's kind of right, but you guys can let me know again in the comment section what you guys think about that. I gotta put him at A tier though, bro. He's a great card and all that, but I just don't think he's, you know, on that S tier. He's nothing compared to, you know, GOAT Kareem from last year. Even though he can shoot and all that, he's still not even close to as good. So I gotta put him at that A tier for now. Then we got Kevin Garnett. Now Kevin Garnett, I'm probably gonna have to put at C tier, although he's probably in between C and B. I'm just gonna leave him at C tier. He's honestly pretty decent. You know, he's alright, I guess you could say. He's not really amazing. He's not something that's gonna blow your mind, but he's a solid card. He does his job at that position, and a lot of people really actually do use him online. So I mean, I can't really blame them for that. I'm gonna have to put him at C tier though, because I mean, Chris Bosh is pretty much on the same level in my opinion. Not in the same way, but he's pretty much, you know, the same level. Just me personally looking at it, I gotta put him at that C tier. Could not justify putting him higher. Then we got Kobe being Bryant, RIP, the GOAT, man. One of my favorite players, if not my favorite player of all time outside of the Raptors. I gotta put Kobe though. I gotta put him at B tier, in between B and A. To be honest, the reason I'm gonna put him at B, bro, this card, 2K just, I don't know, bro. For some reason, Kobe cards in 2K just haven't hit different since like 2K17, 16. So honestly, I gotta put him at that B tier. I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree with me on this one. This is probably going to be the controversial one, but listen, bro, Kobe, in my opinion, is just not the best point guard in the game. I know a lot of people have paid a lot of MT for him, but he's really not up there in my opinion, and I do think this Grant Hill is better in game. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's kind of a 2K opinion. I love Kobe, but bro, I got to put him at B tier because this card in game is just, it's just not what you would like it to be. Alright boys, we got Hero MJ up next. I'm gonna put Hero MJ between A and B. I'm just gonna leave him at probably A because I mean, he's a pretty good card. If you like MJ cards in 2K, you're gonna love that card, and I kind of like MJ cards. I mean, it depends on what type of MJ card and in what 2K, but I do like MJ cards in 2K most of the time. And to be honest, he might not be the best dark matter, but in my opinion, I gotta give him that A tier rating. He's probably in between B and A. He might even be B. Like, you could literally put him in any one of these tiers right here, and I would be completely fine with it, and I would completely understand it. But definitely got to put him at A because of his extra badges as well. Now this Jordan right here, this, you know, regular Pantheon Jordan, I'm gonna put him at B, even though it's literally not a difference, bro. The difference between this card being between, you know, B and A is very minimal. So I'm just gonna put one of them at B, one of them at A. I know that might be a little bit confusing, but I mean, I feel like that is pretty fair. I don't know what you guys think about Jordan cards. I think they're not horrible. So I mean, some of you guys might have different opinions. Some of you guys might even put Jordan at C tier. I don't know, bro. I just really don't, you know, think he's C tier. I feel like he's in between B and A, definitely, but I'm gonna leave one at A and one at B to kind of show like a 50-50 on each side. Then we got Pete Maravich. Now, to be honest, on current gen, whoever has this card, first of all, if you have this card, you are a very lucky man because you need thousands and thousands of tokens to get it. Second off, if you're on current gen, I guarantee you this card is much better than next gen. Next gen, I'm probably gonna put him maybe at A tier. I really haven't seen anybody use him. To be honest, this is a card that you don't see often at all. If you see him, you're really not gonna, you know, even notice him, to be honest, because I mean, people don't even know about this card existing, but I'm gonna have to put him at A tier for now just because I know he's an absolute beast on current gen. So I'm gonna take that into consideration and drop him at that A tier. Although this card is honestly pretty much extinct, there's probably like maybe 100 people or less in the world that actually have him. So if you guys have him, if you guys are one of those people, let me know what you think about Pete Maravich because literally barely anybody I know has him. Then we got Westbrook, boys. Now Westbrook, I'm putting at B tier. I don't really, you know, want to put him any higher than B tier. He's a decent card. He's not really, you know, crazy. I know he's a lot of fun to use. I've heard he's fun to use, but, you know, basically in game, he's really not the best card. So I got to put him at that B tier alongside Kobe and regular MJ, as well as that Blake Griffin that came out with packs in him, or I mean with the same packs that he came out in. Then we got Shaq. Now Diesel, I feel like Diesel has to go A tier. Now to be honest, I love Shaq cards in 2K, so that kind of, you know, factors into it. 2K I mean, Shaq cards in 2K are just absolutely amazing for some reason. And for some reason, this year, Shaq feels really, really good in game. Like, this man just runs by everything. This man just, he's basically a speed demon, and I just absolutely love it. I'm here for it, bro. He goes crazy with the dunks. He can also shoot threes. So, I mean, this Shaq gotta be at that A tier. I'm not saying he's as good as Kareem, but my playstyle and the way I like Shaq cards in this 2K, I gotta put him at that A tier. So, some of you guys might disagree again, but my Shaq gotta be on A tier, but I absolutely love using this card, and you cannot go wrong with this card at all. Then we got Steph Curry. Now, to be honest, I'm gonna put him in between B and C tier. I'm not just gonna drop him at C tier, bro. I feel like this card is pretty much no different than his, you know, I guess pink diamond and all that. He's really not that much of a difference from his other cards. The only thing that this card actually has is dunking, and I understand that some people might be going crazy for Curry dunking, but to be honest, this card is just not it. He's a little bit undersized. If you go up against Ben Simmons, you might as well kiss that game goodbye, because you are going to get absolutely destroyed by that man. But Curry for me is a C tier card. I really don't think he's that great, and to be honest, I feel like he belongs in that C tier with other, you know, cards. I'm not saying he's a bad card. I'm just saying in comparison to other Dark Matters, I feel like he should be around that C tier range. All right, boys, we got a few more cards here left. We're gonna go with the next one right here. We got Taco Fall. Now, to be honest, Taco, I really haven't used him because, I mean, this card is rare, like crazy rare, and to be honest, he is 7'5", so for that reason, I'm gonna have to drop him at that A tier, because I feel like he can still shoot threes, he can dunk, he's 7'5", he plays good defense, he's just very rare. Not a lot of people have him, so there's not a lot of experience with him, you know, out there to put, I guess you could say. To be honest, though, I gotta put him at A tier. He's probably in between A and B, in my opinion. I gotta put him at A tier, though, because he does, you know, kind of resemble Shaq in a way, because I mean, they're both tall, they can both shoot, they can both, you know, dunk. They're both pretty much monsters in the game. Like, you're literally not going to be able to stop them. They're forces of nature in the game. So shout out to both of those guys right there. Gotta put Taco at A for my opinion. Like, that's just my personal opinion. Then we got Will Chamberlain. Now, Will Chamberlain is low-key just as good as any of these centers on this list. I have no idea where to put him. I would say probably between B and A, but I'm gonna have to put him in A, bro, just because pretty much any center in this game gets the same job done, bro. All of these centers on this list, if you look at it, all of them can shoot, bro. Kareem, Shaq, Taco, Will Chamberlain, all four of them can shoot, all four of them can dunk. All four of them are pretty quick. I feel like Taco is probably the slowest one, but the other three are very, very quick. And to be honest, they could all move like point guards. So at the end of the day, I got to put them at the same tier, bro, just for it to be fair. They could all pretty much do the same thing. They're just different people, and they have, you know, different, I guess, advantages to them, pros and cons, basically. So all of them got to be on the same tier, but I mean, that's just my opinion. You guys can disagree with it in the comment section. Then we got Zion. Now, Zion, to be honest, bro, I feel like he's probably a better card on current gen. This hero Zion, I'm gonna go ahead and put both Zions at the B tier. I feel like this card is just, it really doesn't get used as much. I know he's a good dunker, I just really don't like his release personally, bro. So that's just my opinion. That's why I gotta put him at that B tier. But I feel like the card is not bad. I'm not saying he's bad by any means, but I feel like he does belong in that B tier. I do not think, you know, he's better than some of those cards on the A tier. So I gotta put him over there, bro. He's still a great card, don't get it twisted, but in my personal opinion, I just don't like his release. His animations aren't too bad, but I just really don't think that card belongs in the A tier. Boys, now there's two cards on this list that actually weren't on this list, so I do have to add them on real quick. We got Jason Tatum, Dark Matter, and we got Kevin Porter Jr., Dark Matter. Now, first of all, we're going to start with KPJ. A lot of people, like, obviously I haven't used him. It's still early. He just came out like a few hours ago. A lot of people are saying he is pretty much identical or better than J.R. Smith. To be honest, they should just be calling him Kevin Porter Jr. without the Kevin Porter in his name, because he's literally J.R. apparently. So I'm going to have to go put, you know, Kevin Porter Jr., KPJ, one of my favorite young players in the league. I got to put him at that A tier with J.R. Smith, just because, I mean, people are saying he's a clone. I haven't had much experience with him. I'll probably use him. I might change my opinion in the future, but for now, I got to keep him at that A tier. So shout out to KPJ. And then, of course, the other, you know, Dark Matter that wasn't on this list is Jason Tatum. Now, to be honest, I feel like 2K did this man dirty on purpose. He doesn't even have quick or shifty. He's still a great card. You guys know how Tatum is in game. I'm pretty sure he might actually be better on current gen as well. So, I mean, you guys can let me know about that. But haven't really had much use with him for now, though. I'm going to have to put him at that B tier just because of one reason. We are getting another Dark Matter Tatum from the, you know, collector level. And I feel like that one is going to be a lot better. That one will probably be S tier for sure. But this one right here, I'm going to have to put a B tier just for now, because I really don't know much about him. He's probably between B and A. You guys can let me know where you guys would put him. But for me, he's gonna have to go to B tier, bro, just because I haven't had much experience with him. And to be honest, he doesn't look too amazing. He looks good, he just doesn't look too amazing and something that would, you know, break that A tier. So I mean, still a good card, but just not gonna make the A tier in my opinion. So boys, there is your list right there. You guys can see it, bro. That is the final list I came up with. To be honest, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this. I don't know why. I feel like, you know, I might have ranked some cards wrong, but again, it's my personal opinion, bro. It's my personal opinion on each of the cards, so it's not really, you know, like, oh, what card is the best card. This is just my personal opinion. We got 3 S tier cards. We got, you know, 4 or 5 C tier cards. No D tier cards. I feel like no card even belongs there, bro. There's no point to even put, you know, a dark matter on D tier, and even the C tier dark matters are still good. Don't get it twisted, they are still pretty good players, but I just couldn't, you know, force myself to put them any higher because I just don't really, you know, like the cards in 2K and how they play. But that's pretty much it for the list, boys. We are back on 2K now, and that's pretty much gonna do it for the video. As you guys saw, bro, that is the list I came up with. You guys can let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the list. If you want to see any other lists, for example, best point guards in the game, best budget cards, all that type of stuff, let me know down below. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button. I love you. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.